Hey guys, I'm Naya and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking and reacting to the OCG ban list because it just got released as I was eating breakfast. And what my husband very kindly did was he put up together like a slideshow of pictures, and I'm just going to go through them. You can see the first one on the screen. It's pretty much, it's here. It's the ban list. Anyway, you can see the first one on the screen, and that's how we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna go through the pictures. I don't know anything else. This is the first one I've seen, the only one I've seen, and we're just gonna, blindly react to it, basically. So let's just go. The first one banned is going to be Imperial Order, which, as you can see here in the TCG, this has proven to be a success. The player base is happy, and I think it's a good call because an uninteractive card just needs to go. That's pretty much all that needs to be said about Order. Okay, the next one is Anaconda. So that's nice. I'm excited for that, but that's huge, honestly, because it's been avoiding the ban list for so long. And I'm thinking now what kind of implication this might have to the TCG. And of course, I mean, at this point, everybody knows probably what Anaconda does. And it's just, it's a very busted card. And also, I think it's cool that it's been, I guess, alive, you could say, and not hit for such a long time that players actually got to use it and abuse it. And yeah, I guess now I can just go. This is cool. So moving on. Okay, so Wright went to 1. When I was looking at him just make this slideshow, I asked if it got banned because we were talking about the Brave engine. He said no. So Wright going to 1 is a good call. Overall, Brave is just like, it's a dope engine, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm excited to run Brave, you know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of players are. But it's, I guess, you could say a pay-to-win engine. And I just dislike this about the game, like, entirely when something is like that. So, yeah, I mean, you can obviously that it's incredibly, incredibly good. And yeah, Wright going to 1, this seems like a good call. Like, it's not outright banned, but yeah, I like that. Moving on. Wow, okay, cool. So, So Enchantress went to 1 as well. I guess I could just repeat everything I said about Wright right here also. But yeah, so you have Wright at 1, Enchantress at 1, and then if you play Foolish, this is like the 3rd copy. And if you're playing like, I guess, level 3 turbo deck, like the Cherubini stuff. Cherubini is also Ascent, but that's pretty much it. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Assailant to 2. I didn't know it was a 1, honestly. So, yeah, I guess that's cool. Let's just, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pull it up over here. Assailant. We're just gonna read through it real quick. So it's limited here as well. Why don't I know that? Is that embarrassing? So target one monster your opponent controls destroy them when this card is sent from the except to return the target to the hand. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So it just pops. Okay, so at 2. Cool. Moving on. Beginning of the end at 2. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. This card is busted, but it's like, it's so oriented towards a very, very specific deck. And I remember when this was abused, like, way back when in that huge pile of, like, FTK stuff and dangers, and I don't know if you remember that was an interesting time in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, this going to 2, I mean, cool. If it's going to be played and used, why not? Harmonizing to 2, right? They have it at 1. I mean, they did have it at 1 before. I remember that. So I guess Pendulum in the TCG, I meant to say. Pendulum in the TCG and Pendulum in the OCG has been a very different story for the longest time now, because they have hit things there that really weren't, I guess, touched at all here in the TCG. But yeah, they deemed it appropriate to get hit in the OCG. So Harmonizing, I know, was a 1 for the longest time. But they also did have some of the things, I guess, released from the ban list and not on the ban list that we did have over here. So that's very much just a whole another story. I don't really see any implication here, to be honest, because Pendulum is just not doing anything. So maybe after the support that, when the pseudo like Electromite thing drops, but we'll see. So, okay, so we have Harp banned still. So, I don't know. Cool. Not really much to say about that because they did have it at 1. So like there's no comparison between the DCG and the OCG. But I'm honestly wondering if it's going to see play over there. Like if Orcus is just going to rise up again or something. And by them putting Harp to 2, this makes me think we might get it at 1. Which honestly, I mean, it's probably not that big of a deal. But from the entire Orcus domination PTSD, I guess it scares me just a tiny bit. So there's that. That's really interesting. I'm wondering what's going to happen. Divine, okay, we're gonna Google this one also. Divine Wind of Mist Valley. Let's go. I'm sorry if I don't know some of the cards, but I'm just not... Okay, we have it limited over here as well? That's so interesting. Once per turn, if a wind monster you control returns to the hand, you can special summon a level 4 or lower wind monster from your deck. That's busted! That sounds so good! Okay, so it's limited over here. Oh, right, Mist Valley because of the... Okay, now I get it. I just needed to read it to understand. Okay, cool. So... essentially, if like something like an Apex Avian gets returned, I guess you could summon something from the deck. Nice. That sounds really interesting, but not exactly, I guess worth running. I mean, I haven't seen it anywhere. So it going to 2, maybe is it going to start seeing play? I guess we'll see. So Fractal to 2. Okay, cool. I mean, that's not such a huge hit. I mean, overall, that's not a huge, like, I guess, consequence to Tri-Brigade is what I wanted to say. But yeah, I mean, sure, it's like, they're not exactly as great as they were just because the Brave and all of the other decks are sort of dominating things. But with the Brave engine getting hit, and I don't know if Tri-Brigade is, like, touched at all in the OCG, and I'm talking about Revolt and all of that, I mean, cool. I mean, it's not a bad deck. So, like, I guess it's reasonable that Fractal is a 2. Branded opening. Okay, so I know that this is, like, not applicable over here yet, but there is a lot of talk about when the Alba Structure deck drops, how Branded or, I guess, Despia is going to be a very dominant deck. So, and in the OCG, we've seen it be very good and perform really well. So it just makes a lot of sense that this card is going to do. I think it's a spell, like a type of fusion spell, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, sorry, I'm not gonna Google it again because I'm trying to one-take this so you have the best content possible. But yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot about this card being busted. So yeah, it makes sense that it's going to 2. And Sanguine as well. Okay, cool. I mean, that's nice. It's like, I don't know if is there legit anyone still that's like really into Eldritch? I don't know. I mean, we might as well just have it at 2 or 1 over here as well because it's just annoying at this point. So, I mean, this list is huge. Why not? Okay, so I don't know if I'm just gonna... Do we want to Google this? I mean, it's Wind Up. Like, I never played in that format, but I heard about its domination. So yeah, I mean, I guess we can pull it up real quick. Wind Up Carrier. I just heard a lot about it, how it used to be busted. Okay, so it's forbidden over here. Oh, I guess it was forbidden over there as well. I should check that. But anyway, it's just a reaction. I'm gonna think about all of that later on. So I guess it's just a cool wind-up card. It's once per turn per copy. The effect is really good. I mean, I guess is wind-up just going to, like, be played again? I mean, I don't know. Over here, if they decide to release stuff like that, I guess some of the older, like, the players that used to play this deck might get excited, but that's pretty much it. Trishula going to 2. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I don't really see why. But yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, the effect is good. Like, let's just put it that way. And I don't know if it was at 1 over there or not, but the effect is, it's quite nice if you can do, use it in a synchro turbo. Raigeki to 2. That's cool. We have it released over here. Not really doing anything, but I guess they might release it soon over there as well. Wow. Okay. So Prosperity to 2. First of all, I want to point out how huge this semi-limited portion of the list is. And second of all, I like that a lot because Prosperity is sort of with, if we're looking at the TCG right now, with the hit of Pot of Desires, Prosperity is like the second, I guess, choice for anybody that, can afford it or whatever. It's like a second best choice to really boost up the consistency of someone's deck. So it going to 2 is quite nice because, like, legit, if you're running 3 copies, you're making your deck 100% more consistent. So I like that, because it's like a touch to decks, but not direct. Like, it's an indirect hit. That's what I wanted to say to some of the decks running Prosperity. Memories of Hope. Cool. I'm gonna Google some more. Let's go. Memories of Hope. This sounds so familiar, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I thought that was the card. So I remember this was played in the, what was that again? Like the XYZ, I can't think of I forgot the name of the card from the top of my head, but basically the number things where you stack it and just, it's annoying. It's horrible and lame, and it used to be played in Subterra, I think. Anyway. So draw cards, cool. I mean, sure. Memories of Hope. It's going to 3. Was it hit before? I don't even know. Let's move on. So Metaverse to 3. Okay, so this does scare me a little bit. Like, if they're planning on releasing it over here as well, I'm not really a fan of that. So I guess we'll see, but over here it said 1, and I think that's really good because we still have, oh right, did they ban Mystic Mine? They banned Mystic Mine, right? Okay, so it makes sense. It makes sense. We have Mystic Mine here, so it's not going to go to 3. Hero lives at 3, that's dope. That's really nice. That's great for hero players. Multi-Faker was hit over there, I remember that. So yeah, we have it here. So good. It's Altergeist. It's really, really, really fallen out of favor. So there's that. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay, cool. Cool. So I guess just going over it once more, a lot of cards went to 2. Like a lot of cards went to 2. And they did take care of Brave, Anaconda, and Order. This is a very big list. I think it's like 20 cards. I think my husband said it's 20 cards. But it's looking like they took care of everything, especially the branded, which is not here at all yet, because of the structure deck not being out yet. Okay, that's interesting. This list was huge. Hopefully, just want to point this out before ending this video because I don't want it to be too long. Hopefully I didn't seem like unaware of a lot of cards and effects. I mean, we did Google it, and I'm not claiming I know every single card, but hopefully this video was fun for you, and it was really fun for me because it was the first time seeing all of that. And let's just shout out my husband for actually going through the work of, putting the 3s and the 2s and all of that, and the band like emotes over here. I appreciate him a lot for that. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's pretty much it. If you did enjoy, if you liked the video, if you liked me blind reacting, I would love to do that some more because Banlists are always so interesting to do. Yeah, like the video, give me a sub, check out all of the social media, and let me know what you think about the Banlist in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!